Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now. Where I am now, I'm in a special place. A wonderful embrace. Where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's Fyi Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, Where I Am Now.
Where I am now.
And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, click and listen live, or you can go to WPCE 1400 AM or WGPL 1350 AM, and guess what? You can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. Now, you know it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
And WPCE 1400, good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. We're also with Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube.
That's right, we're with Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, so we're on these different platforms, so you can find us here, there, and everywhere.
Absolutely. Make sure you like, share, and comment. We'll shout you out later on in the broadcast.
That's right.
Mr. E, we celebrate and we support our community.
Are you looking for an affordable, reliable, high-quality child care program that offers transportation? Are you a child care specialist looking to grow with an industry-leading company with great benefits and pay? If you answered yes to either question, Heavenly Hearts Impact Center is for you. We are now hiring and enrolling for our new Heavenly Hearts Impact Center, located in the city of Portsmouth, Virginia. Join the Heavenly Hearts Impact Center today. For more information, call 757-254-8156. That's 757-254-8156. The Heavenly Hearts Impact Center, where tomorrow begins today.
Mr. E, we celebrate Fun Friday.
That's right. We celebrating Fun Friday, and that's what our community has. Don't forget to laugh every now and then. You got a favorite joke?
I don't have one because guess what? I'm taking today serious as well because we're also celebrating Black Women's History Month.
And that's what it's all about.
Oh, my goodness.
Black History Women.
Absolutely. And very excited about it. We're going to be talking about that a little later, along with some other things. But right now, Mr. E, we're going to introduce Miss Claire Huff, and she is going to come to talk about our 22nd annual Hampton Roads Youth Leadership Conference. Good morning, Clara.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good. You know, I haven't seen you since you was a little bitty thing. But look, you're now graduated in college now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Clara, you've been involved with so many things in our community. Before we talk about the conference, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, of course, my name is Clara. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I've been in Virginia for more than 10 years. I'm an artist, and I go to TTC.
Very good. And what is your major?
It's undeclared right now.
Okay. But are you enjoying the journey so far?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this sounds really good. You know, you may be a little modest, but your mom has been on. She's told us so much about you.
That's right.
So we
That's
know
right.
you, and our listeners, some of them know you as well. Are you with your brother? Because he's also an achiever. And if he's not there, tell us a little bit about him.
Okay. Well, of course, my brother, Isaac, is also from Brooklyn, New York. He is currently a ODU student, majoring in gaming and design.
Wow, that is very good. Well, you all have done very well. Congratulations to him as well, and your mom for bringing up two wonderful young people. We're talking about youth, and we want to know more about the second annual Hampton Roads Youth Leadership Conference. What is it all about? What is its mission?
Okay, so so of course this is the 22nd annual Hampton Roads Youth Leadership Conference. This year the theme is about giving voice to the youth, so, you know, letting the youth speak on the issues and topics that we've been going through. So it's all about enhancing and empowering the youth voice. And so it'll be at the Salvation Army Cross Center on May the 7th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And some of the topics that we're going to be talking about are, for of course, you know, problems and solutions is on things like education and careers, bullying and the effects it has when it comes to mental health and social media and having feeling safe in school. Also on like the tension between authority figures in the community, and then whatever anybody else has a topic to bring forward to the discussion.
Those are some deep topics.
That's right.
Wow, mental health. And I'm glad that is a part of the agenda, Mr. E.
Now, you're saying you're dealing with some great topics to help the youth to dialogue on that. Tell us, what topics will you be talking about?
Well, I guess like social media and mental health. Those would be like some of the topics that we'll be talking on.
Does young people have problems with mental health?
Yes. I would say, yeah, it affects us greatly, and it's just something that, you know, it's like feeling uncomfortable to talk about, but it's being discussed more a lot.
Absolutely. Who can attend the conference?
Anybody can attend. It's free and open to the public, and so we want as many youth to come and be able to speak and enjoy what we have going on.
Speakers? Do you have a list of speakers, or who's going to host the conference?
So for our the panel, it'll mainly be some of the youth that have been in our meeting sessions. That will be on the panel.
Very good.
Would you like to drop some names?
Shout out.
Well, my brother will be one of them. So
very good. Very good.
We remember you when you was a little girl, and you still have not changed that voice, not one tap, and you still sound like a little girl.
Oh, thank you.
She's a woman and in college.
That's right.
I think that is absolutely wonderful. We've seen her journey.
That's right.
Some of it, and it's been wonderful with addressing bullying and all kind of things. Will you all address things like bullying?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Very good.
To you, what do you define bully as?
So like, of course, physical, like assaulting somebody. Verbally using your words, because that can affect you mentally. So that, I guess that's what I would define as bullying, because I went through more of the verbal.
Oh wow!
Throughout my life.
That is amazing. So Claire, please give us information on how people can attend. Does it cost anything?
No. So So this event is free and open to the public, and it's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it'll be on the 7th of May at the Salvation Army Cross Center.
Very good. And they can they pre-register or anything? Do you have any social media contact information?
Yes. So you can call 757-855-5358.
Tell us that again.
Okay. Yes. So you can call at 757-855-5358, and then you can also email us at hrcots@aol.com.
Very good. If your mom, Miss Huff, if she's around or if she's around later, can you get her to drop that information in our feed, our Facebook Live feed, so people can share it with some of our friends on Facebook? So.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, we are very excited about that. It's the 22nd annual Hampton Roads Youth Leadership Conference. I didn't know, Clara, that this was around here in Hampton Roads. Have you attended any more? Is this going to be your first one?
Oh no, I've been doing it since I first moved to Virginia. I've been part of this conference for years. Like I think I started in middle school.
Wow. And you've enjoyed it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, we are hoping for you that the youth will come out. We're going to get that information from you in a second again, but I want you all that are listening to make sure you get involved and support Clara and those that are involved in this conference for our youth. You know, she talked about some great topics and things that youth need in our community.
That's right.
And very deep topics, because when you talk about mental health, Mr. E, that is deep. And so we're glad that she's a part of it. She's also, you know, promoting something great and positive for our youth.
Not only talking about the mental health issues, but taking back your community.
Yes.
You know, one of the greatest issues in bullying that our young folks, our young people has to deal with today is being a part of their community. Absolutely. And being a part of bullying. And, you know, and she said all of her life, somebody bullied her. So now what do you tell somebody when they're being bullied, Miss Clara?
What did you do?
Well, like I just ignored it the best way I could, and it especially throughout middle school and high school, it really took a toll on me. So I just ignored it as much as I could.
Very good.
That was what I did, because that's how it affected me.
Yes. Well, give us that contact information one more time.
Okay. So the number to call is 757-855-5358, and you can email us at hrcots@aol.com.
And that's the 22nd annual Hampton Road Youth Conference. That's May the 7th at the Croc Center, Hampton Roads. And the time is what, Clara?
11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you so much for being on FYI Radio Show. Make sure you all put that link down on our Facebook Live page for others to share. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You know, it's wonderful, Mr. E. You know, I'm thinking about what's going on in our community and beyond. Yeah. The gangs that youth are in, and, you know, all the violence that is taking place it is a breath of fresh air to hear that youth are doing positive things. A lot of them are. The
That's
majority
right. That's
of
right.
them are doing. But we're glad that they have platforms like that and conferences and things wherein youth can get involved on a positive note.
You know, Miss Hinton, as we look around, it's grand that these young folks are coming out and making it be made known that there is a problem in our
Absolutely.
community. Not only is they making it known that there's a problem in our community, they also giving you some examples and ideas like being bullied and having
Yes.
mental health issues and things of that nature, where they're bringing it to the forefront, where our members, our community can recognize and
Absolutely.
help do something about that.
Absolutely. I am cheerleading and thanking God that I've got involved with the anti-bullying initiative, and the book Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose is ready for launching, and it'll be exposed to the internet for downloads, and also it's going to be a hard copy. So I'll give you more information. These things are for the youth. It's
That's right.
for the family, and the things that Clara and others are doing, these things help make them well-rounded, our children more well-rounded, and make them develop and empower them to be great people.
Because I believe that they're ready now. They're tired of all the violence that's going around on
Yes.
every corner. So now I believe that folks are getting to the point that they're ready to take their community back.
Absolutely. Another way we can be a positive influence on others, Mr. E, is to have our current job list.
If you need a job, get your pen and piece of paper right now, and let's jot down some of these information. Tell your friend, tell your loved one, tell your son, tell your daughters that there are jobs available
Yes.
for you. The LGBT Life Center looking for a field interviewer, and Tiara Dance Academy is looking for a director.
The Children's Center, they need a speech language pathologist. They also need a site supervisor and an early childhood teacher.
YWCA is looking for a director of finance. They're looking for a director of human resources.
The Catholic Charities of Eastern Virginia, they need an in-home respite care. They also need a director of development and marketing, an adoption services manager, a grant administrator, and a companion care. Also, administrative assistant, Chesapeake office.
Horizon Hampton Roads Inc. Incorporation looking for a high school coordinator. The Marine Museum and Parks are looking for individual philanthropy officer.
Okay, the United Way of South Hampton Roads. They need a resource development manager, and they also need a grants director, along with the director of executive administration.
Suffolk Public Library is looking for a library service coordinator, marketing and communication engagement, and Nauticus is looking for a digital media specialist.
Operation Blessing.
Yeah,
they
been
need a
around for years.
transportation manager in Florida. Also, community health coordinator, Bay Aging. They also need a health coach, and they also need an assistant director, multifamily housing development.
And don't forget that Norfolk, Virginia have over 800 jobs
Wow.
that is available for. They need 200 people for the police department. They need 200 people for the city workmanship, for working at the city maintenance officer. So they need also 200 people for schools and bus drivers, and just to work in the city. If you have been incarcerated and you're looking for an opportunity to go to work, the city is hiring. They hire those who has been incarcerated, so you can go down and get you a job. Don't forget that Federal Express and United Postal Service and Ford Motor Company and Harry Teeter's and Lowe's and Home Depot has jobs available for those who are used to being incarcerated and for anybody else that's looking for employment.
Now, I tell you what, The listing is already up on our pages. Go to Fyi Radio Show, hosted by Yolanda Hinton. Go to Edward Everett's personal page, Yolanda Hinton's personal page, LinkedIn, you name it. Go up there, and we have the current job list for you to share and look through. If you need a job, you can apply online. I want to say good morning to Miss Fiona Hub. That's Clara's mom. Annie Miles, my sweet cousin. Sheila Robinson, my dear friend. Tracy Porter, my sweetheart. She's up here, and we love you in Georgia. Shouting you out in Georgia. Jewel Corber was another dear, another sweetheart that I want to say good morning to. Hope you all are doing well and ready for the weekend.
And don't forget that you can hear FYI on Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube, and LinkedIn. You can hear us right now on all those platforms.
Absolutely. Now, Mr. E, COVID, real quick, what kind of things are going on in COVID land?
Well, things are trying to change, and it's an up and down surge that we have. In Virginia now averaging 2,403 new cases of COVID a day. 2,403 cases a day. New a day, they say. Another all-time high. The community reported 37 deaths from the virus Tuesday, which is its highest single day count in a month.
Wow.
So put your mask back on, wash your hands, and go back to basics. If you feel like you want to put your mask on, do it.
Absolutely.
It's your prerogative. But wash your hands, and
yes.
If you got a cold, stay home.
Absolutely. President Biden is mad that you all want to take those masks off, and he's saying the Supreme Court is going all the way to the top to make sure that you all can get them back on and stay safe. It may not work, but he's gonna try. Anyway, Mr. E, this is Black Women's History Month, and today we're gonna celebrate and highlight our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sister, Miss Cicely Tyson.
That's right.
Oh
Miss
my
Cicely
goodness.
Louise Tyson.
Oh my goodness.
Born December the 19th, 1924, and passed away January the 28th, 2021, was America's
Don't go
actress.
past that.
Yeah.
How many years? That's 97 years,
That's
Mr. E.
97 years that Miss Tyson has been in the business. Was an American actress in a career which spanned more than 7 decades.
Oh,
she became known for her portrait of strong African American women. Tyson received 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, 4 Black Reels Award, 1 Screen Actress Guild Award, 1 Tony, and an Honorary Academy Award, and a Peabody Award.
Absolutely. Having appeared in minor film and television roles early in her career, Tyson garnered widespread attention and critical acclaim for her performance in Rebecca Morgan in Sounder. Oh my goodness.
Was she great?
Yeah, she was nominated for both the Academy Award for Best Actress and Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Motion Picture. Drama for her work in the film Tyson's portrayal of the title role in the 1974 television film, The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman.
Did a wonderful job.
Wasn't that marvelous?
Ooh, we got to give it to her.
It's wonderful to see her in that movie and then see her at 97 years old. It is just amazing how those two meet.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. So she's won so many awards, so many nominations. She continued to act on film and television in the 21st century. In 2011, she played the role of Constantine Jefferson in the award-winning film, The Help. Oh my God. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Mr. E, every time I see it, and she really played the role then too as well.
That's right.
Awesome. She played a recurring role of Ophelia Harkness in the legal drama TV series How to Get Away with Murder.
That's right.
You like
That's
that?
Right.
Don't
I love
you?
that movie. Yeah.
Since the show's inception in 2014, for which she was nominated for the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Drama Series 5 times.
That's right. In addition to her screen career, Tyson appeared in various theater productions. She received a Vernon Rice Award in 1962 for her off-Broadway performance, Moon on a Rainbow.
Wow.
Tyson also starred as Carrie Watts in the Broadway play The Trip of Bountiful, winning the Tony Award for Artist Critical Award and Drama Desk Award for Best Actress in the Play in 2013. Tyson was named a Kennedy Center honoree in 2015. In November 2016, Tyson received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest civilian honor in the United States.
Mr. E, did you know she was married to Miles Davis?
Well, I did not know until later on when I did a check on her and found out she was married to Mr. Miles Davis, who was one of the greatest jazz musicians in the world.
Absolutely. She was married to him from 1981 to 1989.
Wow.
And has one child. I didn't know she had any children.
And when she played in the movies, Miss Jane Pittman, she is I'm trying to tell y'all, Miss Cicely Tyson is an actress.
Oh my goodness, she has done so many great things, Mr. E, and she has, educated herself. She had so many degrees. It is just amazing going to school and just being successful in education as well.
And she's from the Bronx.
She's from the Bronx
in New York City.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
And soon related to East Harlem.
Yes.
She was one of 3 children born to Frederick Tyson, a domestic worker, William Augustine Tyson, who worked as a carpenter and a painter. Her parents were immigrants from Nevis in West Indies.
Amazing.
Her father arrived in New York at the age of 21 and was preceded at Ellis Island on August the 4th, 1919.
Oh my goodness. She at the 67 Tony Awards, June 2013, Tyson won the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Play for her performance as Miss Carrie Watts in The Trip to Bountiful.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes on and on. So many awards, so many accolades to Miss Cicely Tyson. She played a supporting role in The Haunting, In Connection, The Ghost of Georgia, How to Get Away with Murder. We spoke about that with Viola Davis. Her personal life, she had a daughter when she was 17 years old. At the age of 18, Tyson married Kenneth Franklin in December 27, 1942. According to her divorce decree, her husband abandoned her after less than 18 months of marriage. The marriage was formally dissolved in 1956. And again, we talk about Tyson began dating jazz trumpeter Miles Davis in the 1960s when he was in the process of divorce. Well, they telling all the big stuff. I don't know about, we're not going to go on his issues. But she married him, and they stayed together for a while. And then she continued to do a whole lot of things. She was in a ceremony in 1981 conducted by Atlanta Mayor Andrew Young at the home of actor Bill Cosby. There's another.
What a wonderful career that she had, and my hat goes off to Miss Cicely Tyson.
Absolutely. You all go ahead. You all can Google her. She has so much information, and we thank her for her contribution to the community. She made a way. She was a trailblazer. She was early on paving the way for other Black actresses and actors. And it's just a mighty, mighty thing to see someone, she was just like a member of the family for us. And, we loved her, and we're going to miss Cicely Tyson, but we do honor and celebrate her today.
What a great job she done. And so, our hats off, and we want everybody to give Miss Cicely Tyson a great big round of applause for a job well done.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I hope you all come over to us on Facebook Live or wherever you may be, Twitter. If you're listening to us, go over to Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and we'll continue the dialogue. We'll continue to talk about the things that are going on in our community, our upcoming shows, and just some of the things that we have in store for you on FYI Radio Show.
Don't forget that on Monday, our special guest will be Mr. Ronnie Jonah. We could be dialoguing about the playoff. It's basketball.
Basketball is here. And we are still celebrating and looking at those shows, Mr. E. So you all come over here and join us, and we're going to continue to dialogue. We want to say thank you to Claire Huff for being on, and thank you for all that you all do. God bless you. We're going to see you back here on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend.
And don't forget to go down to the Clock Center. That's May the 7th for the 22nd youth anniversary, and you don't want to miss it. For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show that can be heard on Facebook Live, not only Facebook, but YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and can be heard all over the world. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on WGPL 1350 and WPCE 1400 for more of what you need to know on FYI. For more information, we bring you nothing but the very best. Don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend, and don't forget to get the ladies' pie. And for more information, give her a call at
757-420-0224.
That's the ladies' pie. That's
757-470-0224.
470-0224. And have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
I grow up and begin to see life's not easy as it seems.
Oh man, you all, it's Friday. It's the weekend. I hope you have some great things planned. The weather here in Hampton Roads is absolutely beautiful. And it's time for you all to get out in creation. We just want to thank Miss Clara Huff for giving us that information on the second annual Hampton Roads Youth Leadership Conference. We're going to have that information down on our feed. Hope you all can get your children involved. She says she's been involved for quite some time, and we hope that you all will make it your business to get your children involved with something. You know, we do mentoring programs for young people. There are other things that are going on in our area and your area. I'm sure that you can get your children involved. You know, you have to get them in positive places. You have to make sure they're staying positive, because the streets can call them into a cycle of destruction and defeat. You got the gangs out here, and I mean, they are out here rocking and rolling and killing along with other folk. They're not the only ones doing it, but we really want to squash this ungodly murdering spirit and this unproductive thing that's going around, pulling our children in and just making the neighborhoods and community unsafe. Mr. Evie, something has to be done.
And you know, Ms. Hinton, that's what it's all about. We have to take back our community. You know, I mean, here's what we got to understand. We pay mortgage. We pay for our property, so the property belongs to us. And since the property belongs to us, that means that we cannot have no invaders coming on our property or coming into our community and taking over our community.
Yes.
Somewhere down the line, Ms. Hinton, we got to bring awareness. Look what the young folks are doing. The young folks are bringing awareness. It's not just talking about killing. We're talking about, listen, there are some things that are going on in our community that need to be addressed.
Absolutely.
There was some mental illness going on that triggers a lot of this stuff that we are dealing with. There are some bullying going on that causes, and y'all say, oh, he'll be all right. He just act like that. But that is a problem that's causing our community to go to the left. So now we need to address, we need to come out to these events and support these these people, support these events, and get knowledgeable on what's going on in our community, so that can
Yes.
help us to rise above mere survival. That can stop all this foolishness and what to do and how to take back
Mhm.
your community.
You know, it would seem like people would want their community to be safe and sound and productive and happy, but there's an element of folk that don't want that to happen. They want to make your life miserable, mine, and everybody else's, for some reason or another, whether it's mental illness or just wicked or just crazy or just don't care. This whole world should be in peace, but it's not like that, because there's an element of folk that want to
Evil.
make everybody's life miserable.
So we need to get together. We need to come together as men and women, homeowners, black and white. We need to come together as saying, this is my property. You know, we used to sing a song back in the days of old, this land is my land, this land is your land, from California. We used to sing that song. But is this really your land? Are you too afraid to take your land back, to take your property back, to take your community back? We don't even know the neighbors next door to us, you know, because we keep ourselves in hiding. I ain't going, they think I'm being nosy. Listen, now back in the day, it wasn't being nosy. You'd be surprised how many people you can help along the way as we show ourselves friendly and neighborly.
Absolutely. So you all make sure you get involved. First of all, you know, our youth need to see us involved. You know, if we're sitting back and cutting up and carrying on, what in the world you think they're going to do? They're going to mimic what they see. And so if you get out there, get involved, find out what you can do to enhance the community, what you can do to make it better, you know, the youth will follow.
That's right.
We got too much drama in our lives to be leaders. And that's
right.
what we need, leaders.
That's right.
And if you all don't want to do, we need to go after the youth and develop young leaders. It's just like Moses. Who is on the Lord's side? Who wants to be a leader? Who wants to follow a good leader? And they had to take away, God had to get rid of a generation of just cut-ups in order to let another group lead in a way that he wanted them to lead. You're going to end up losing out and being put out, and you're going to end up going to the grave, because God ain't going to keep dealing with folk that ain't studying about doing right and keeping a moral code and helping the youth and helping us develop children that are well-rounded. You're gonna have to be pushed aside and moved away out the way for these leaders to come forth, because I'm telling you, God has a mission. He has a vision for the world. He wished that nobody would perish. He wants everybody to have success. This is his dream and his wish. Don't tell me he ain't gonna get what he wants. If he got to get rid of you and anybody else that stands in the way of what he wants for this world. So please get involved in some way. Be positive. You know, if it's just one-on-one with a child or the youth or your grandchildren or your children, you know, deposit in them things that are going to make them productive and powerful and leaders. You know, don't just leave them to the streets. Don't just leave them to the corrupt things of the world. It's going to make everything deteriorate, Mr. E, more and more and more.
Now, if you don't want to be a leader in your community, be a supporter.
Support
the leaders that's trying to change your community around. Support them that's trying to do right. Stand behind them, even if you don't want to be a leader, even if you don't want to be in the forefront, but stand and support. Get your children back outside and allow them to get some fresh air and run around in your community. Bring the bicycles back out. Get them away from that computer and get them away from, you know, playing those video games like Cops and Robbers and gun smoke and you know, get them away from all that that stuff that they see on TV, and start bringing good health back into your community. Our children, our young men and young women, they spend all day long. Give them a laptop, give them a computer. They'll spend all day long reading and writing and looking
Read
at
it
that
and write.
looking at that computer, and because they own that computer. Not only but you got to remember that on the side box of your computer of the game that they're playing, it can cause several problems to their equilibrium. So take away those computers some of these days and allow him to go outside and get on the skateboard. Allow him to ride his bicycle. And in order for him to be able to go outside in his community, that means that you got to make sure it's safe for him to ride around in his community. Put your tennis shoes on. And some of us need to get outside because our figure 8 then turned to a figure 0. So we need to get some breath of fresh air and stop locking those doors. Well, I need a deadbolt lock. I need bars on my windows. How are you going to clean the outside of your windows when it's all barred up and because you're afraid that somebody gonna come in your window? Here's the thing that you got to remember. They might not come into your window, but you can't stop a stray bullet from coming into your window or coming into your home. So if you clean your neighborhoods up and get back out there and don't be afraid. You weren't afraid back in the days of old because somebody had to help you. The lady down the street kept you in line, so you ought to keep somebody else's child in line. Support the community. Support what the community is doing so that we can get back out there and take over our communities.
Absolutely. Make sure your children are being creative. This is their world. The computer, this is their world. This is the world they live in now, technology. But give them creative things. Make sure they're thinking and give them a moral code and take them to church and take them to conferences and seminars. Let them hear motivational speakers. Put that on in the house. Let them hear some positive messages. Put them in mentoring programs. Help them to become well-rounded. Make sure they are helping to serve the community by community service. You have to do it. It's in your hand. God put these children in your belly.
That's right.
And in your being to bring them forth to be successful. And so we want to make sure that you're doing your part so they can do their part.
Because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. That idle mind, if he ain't got nothing to do to keep him busy, then he's sitting back trying to conjure up things that he can do evil and so he can do evil to get back at so many folk.
Again, our upcoming shows we have on Monday. Our Monday show, we have
Mr. Ronnie Joyner will be on with us doing sports talk. We're now in the playoff because we're now playing basketball.
Yes.
So we're in the playoff for the NBA. One of the things that you got to remember, the Lakers are not in the playoff. So we are in the playoff and we're going down to the wire where you're seeing good basketball being played. And then don't forget on Wednesday, we got Mr. Marvin Scott. Excuse me, will be back with us. And Mr. Sean Lamont talking about box pop, talking about child support, talking about custody battle, bringing you great information. And if you didn't know it, now you do know that when a child is born, you got to go down there and sign documents that you is the daddy or the mama of those child. You is the daddy and the mama of those children.
Yes, we're going to have Coach Rhonda Driver on, and we're going to be so happy to hear things that's going to help ladies to rise up above mere survival and find success. Then we're going to have Jason Baker.
Yeah, life coach.
He's a life coach now. He's a retired lieutenant colonel, and he is definitely going to be here to share with our men what's under the hat about, rising above and surviving and being good fathers and just doing things that, help enhance men. So expect him to be on. We have a lineup of some others. I'm not going to name them yet. We're going to be confirming them. They're going to send out the confirmation in, and then we'll announce some of the others that will be on in the month of May. But we're going to shift a little bit. We're going to finish up on next week our Black women in history, but then we're going to start doing something for the ladies.
Woo!
We have a segment for the ladies. You notice we have sports talk. We have what's under the hat for men and for women, of course, but men is issues concerning men.
That's right.
And then we're going to have what's in the closet. That's going to be our
For the
ladies
Not
on
just
Fridays.
clothes and hats in the closet. Not
Yes.
just clothes,
We're
hats,
not
and
talking
shoes
about clothes,
that
hats,
are
and
in
shoes.
the closet. So you ladies that's out there, Miss Wilberta Collar, Miss Ann Myers, Miss Mardell Lewis, and Miss Fatina, Miss Huff, make sure y'all go through the closets of your closets and take out everything that you don't want in your closet, because we're going to do some spring cleaning.
And we also want you to share with us some things. We're going to have some great speakers coming on and motivators and things that's going to help women to kind of like think about where they are in life, what phase in their journey they are. You know, we got the youth that look on and listen to our show. We have of course, the other teens and young adults, and then we have the mature ladies that are on board, and we're going to have something for all of you.
And don't forget, May 1st, Mother's Day is right around.
Oh my
the corner
goodness,
too.
yes.
So we're gonna be doing some things. So keep it locked right here on FYI Radio Show. You might get a chance to win a Mother's Day gift for you.
Absolutely. Don't forget to follow us on social media. And of course, we're on LinkedIn, Instagram. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
What a clock, yeah.
Just Google our names, Yolanda, Hinton, or Edward Everett, and find us anywhere. And please like, follow, share, subscribe. We need the numbers. We need you all to pull in and tell people about FY Radio Show and help us to just, spread our message and our platform to others in the world.
Do you think we scared them, Miss Hinton, when we said TikTok around the clock?
No, everybody know about TikTok.
That's right.
Everybody's seen all that stuff, and they sit back and look at it. So there ain't nobody so surprised at nothing in this day and time.
So we on those different platforms. I mean, you don't want to miss what's going to happen, because real soon we're going to be on 10 platforms. Real soon we're going to be on 10 platforms where you can hear FYI all over the world and bring you nothing but the best. If you missed it over here, missed it over there. And don't forget that we are live and not pre-recorded and not a podcast. We are live broadcast right here in the studio of WGPL 1350.
Yes, we are live radio, and we will soon be on an FM platform as well. We are on WGPL now, AM, WPCE AM now, and we're going to be doing some AM. Oh my goodness, AM and FM and social media, all that in one. So don't forget those things. Also, the ladies' pies, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can get the ladies' pies.
That's right.
And in May, you can get the ladies' pies. You can get the ladies' cookies. And don't forget, the ladies' music is on, along with the theme song that you hear every time we come on, Where I Am Now. There's a whole library of music. Please support a sister and download that music and enjoy the words that God has given me for you. Also, the book, Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose, is here. Oh my God, I just confirmed and reviewed and said, yes, let's do this. The book is going to be uploaded to the platforms, your Apple, iTunes, any Apple device, your Kindles. You're going to be able to download that book for your little youngins, for the family. It's a book for the family. It's a book for your children. It's a book for adults, because we got adults that still bullying.
That's right.
And so we want to send that message loud and clear. It's so it's really a wonderful book. It's a series of books. This is one of many. And we want you to support. Please support. If you want a hard copy, those are available as well. So
And don't forget that bring awareness. When you look at that bullying right underneath your nose, I want you to know that it brings great awareness that bullying is right underneath your nose.
Absolutely.
They got adults that are bullying there. You know, they got children that are bullying. Everybody that you may not know, it can have that spirit of being a bully.
Absolutely.
I mean, people in wheelchairs can barely make it, can be one of the biggest bullies in the world. So, hey, look.
Did you see the book? I'm sorry to laugh, Mr. E. Did you see the guy in the wheelchair fighting? I said, now, okay, he has to defend himself, but I'm just saying, I hope he didn't start it.
But you know, my problem is the guy's in the wheelchair, right?
And
then there's somebody that pushes him up and down the street. Instead of pulling him away from the fight, he's down there pushing him up to the fight and bringing him back and ducking and dodging while the guy in the wheelchair is fighting. Come on, let's stop that foolishness.
And talking about fighting, Mike Tyson when he got Will Smith speared. Did y'all see that? But you know what? The man provoked. If you looked at it, that man was just taunting Mike Tyson. They said the man threw a water bottle. I think that was it. Mike Tyson went to that head and just wore out.
Well, you know, they're going to make it bigger than they think because of who it is.
I think the man had a little problem.
The man might have been intoxicated, you know, because they were buddies while they were sitting in the Concorde before they got on the airplane. And then all of a sudden, you know, the guy couldn't turn the switch off. And he kept right on being irritated. So Will Smith came out of it. Mike Tyson, Will Smith came out of Mike Tyson and he gave him a 2-piece nugget.
I mean, when I saw it, Mr. E, I thought I was looking at a boxing man. He had that man in the corner wearing his head out. I was like, oh Lord, Mike, I guess you got to do what you got to do. But I tell you what, you may have a lawsuit.
A lawsuit.
Ooh, because again, well, this is the thing. He may not have a lawsuit because if he hit him with a bottle, allegedly, then that's a problem.
That's self-defense.
That's right.
That's what you call self-defense because they said they threw water on him and then hit him with a water bottle. And then Mike told him, say, look, leave me alone. And then he got up and he 4-pieced him. Not 2-piece, but 5-pieced him. Not 5 pieces, but they 6-pieced him because he's so fast. And when he hit him, the guy looked like he was being ready to hit the canvas. Count him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
and
wow.
it was over.
That is amazing. So, Mr. E, I think that's all we have for today. It's Friday, honey. Talking about getting out in creation. It's too beautiful for me to just sit around. She's going out and she has to do a few things, but I'm just thankful for the weekend being here. It's time to get out and start working out. Mr. E in May is going to give his challenge.
That's right. Got a great challenge for you
in May.
I'm making sure that I'm doing it first before I challenge you.
Absolutely. So God bless you all. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Don't forget to be back here on Monday for Sports Talk. And don't forget to enjoy your weekend.
That's right. That's what it's all about. Enjoying your weekend. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Our special guest has been none other than Miss Clara Huff, who's part of the 22nd Youth Organization, the part of the 22nd Youth Anniversary that's located at the Kroc Center on May the 7th from 11 till 3. That's right. That's the Youth Kroc
Center. It's the 22nd Annual Hampton Road to Youth Leadership Conference.
Yeah, at the Kroc Center. That's May the 7th from 11 to 3. You don't want to miss it on the corners of Virginia Beach Boulevard, Princess Anne Road and Ballantyne. Yes. Right there on the corner. Go by, support.
Yeah. And we can support you in the community. Ms. E's going to give you that information, how you can be an intern, sponsor, or special guest with Fyi Radio Show. Be blessed. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.
And for more information about FYI, give us a call at area code 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us now or email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Let me give that to you again. It's FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com, and all you have to do is submit your information and you'll get it right to our email. That's FYI Live Radio Show.
No,
Did I say it
FYI
right?
Radio Show Live
FYI Radio Show Live.
at
Yeah.
gmail.com. Okay.
FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. If
Absolutely.
you want to send all your information, if you don't want to call, just inbox us. And guess what? We'll get back with you real fast. Don't forget to give us your email. You can send it there also so that you can be a special guest, our audience on FYI Radio Show. Okay?
Right.
Okay. Don't forget, have a wonderful weekend. 2 up, 2 down. VA. Now it's